Haleh is someone whose life's work is about helping others live their fullest potential through lasting habits of mind-body renewal. Haleh is a Healthspan Guide award-winning author. We can't forget that. And a woman who has transformed her own life in extraordinary ways. Her mission is to positively impact billions by sharing the liberating message that we all have the power to live longer, stronger, and without limits. Her approach blends ancient wisdom and modern science to create sustainable well-being from the inside out. During her session, Haleh is going to be sharing valuable tips for designing a transformative morning routine rooted in radical self-care practices. You'll learn how to overcome common obstacles, make self-prioritization a non-negotiable habit, and start each day from a space of alignment and positive intention. Haleh, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much. So, good day, everyone. Let's take a moment before we start to put our hands on our hearts and take a deep breath to let go of anything in our thoughts and breathe into our hearts. There is something good inside of all of us, and it's innate. It's who we are, who you were born to be. Remember who you are, and let's begin from there.
I love it. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So we did talk a little earlier this week and put some things out there, but really I want to start at the beginning of our day, right? Before we go in the bathroom and we say in the mirror to ourselves that I love you, right? What are some of the key components of an effective morning routine to kickstart our day?
Thank you. So an effective morning routine includes elements that energize and focuses your mind, your body, and your spirit. This could involve journaling, breath work for mental clarity. That is really good to do some breathing work. Wim Hof has amazing techniques for breathing, and a short physical movement or stretching for energy, grounding yourself, doing some EFT tapping, and setting intentions for the day that will align your actions with your goals. And what I do most of the time is step outside and ground myself on the grass because it's so grounding, or hug a tree and just take some deep breaths there, because we got like 72,000 nerve endings in the bottom of our feet. So you want to just ground yourself, obviously, if the weather is good. So that is what I suggest.
Just to get it started. Yeah, absolutely. I think, I have puppies that drag me outside in every bit of weather. So I'll be outside, I'll kick the shoes off and get a little grounded while I'm out there. I'm interested in what the audience is doing. So I want to play a little game. I'm going to ask some questions and we give you a little time to answer these. So for all of you, what is the first thing you do when you open your eyes in the morning? And we'll wait. I'll do like should I just put it in the chat? I'm gonna like, should I do the like Jeopardy do 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 do? Should I do a little? No, you don't want me to sing. I'll be kind to everybody here. Sitting on a grounding mat right now, Sylvia says, pets are hovering over me. Chris says, start salivating for coffee. Oh, I hear you on that one. That's the cat and dog. 5-minute meditation, Florence said. That's amazing. Yeah, that is so important. I love these. I love what you guys are all saying. That's really good. Gratitude, prayer first, dogs, and then coffee. Spot on. I'm glad that you didn't forget the coffee. Fire up the wood stove. Oh man, it's been a while since I've done that. After a little clarity for the day. I had a wood stove. We had a cook stove in our kitchen. So I would fire the cook stove up, and it was always like 80 degrees in my kitchen and 20 below everywhere else. And that really meant the day was going. Put the kettle on top. Oh, I love that. Thanks for bringing that memory back to me. I appreciate it. All right. The next question. These are all really great comments. Next question is, how do you feel the moment you open your eyes? How do you feel? What is that feeling that you have? Hallelujah. I'm alive because I do that sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with, just
I
gotta
love
be honest. That's kind of what comes into me.
that.
There are days that's questionable. So I'm always working on being healthier and stronger and better. But that's the thing. Sylvia says, I'm sure I have handled 10 cords of wood already. Oh my word. Helps when the sun is out. Yes, it does. We used to chop wood all the time. I don't know. What are some of the feelings that the moment I open my eyes, honestly, my thought is I want more sleep. Sometimes I'm complaining in my heart. Oh, Florence. Chris says, happy for another day and grateful for tasty coffee. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm complaining in my heart. I hear you, Florence. I'm with you. I feel it. Yes. Something wonderful is going to happen for me today. I have to wake up and see what it might be. Curiosity for what great thing could happen that day. Really cool. Sherry says, sometimes excited, sometimes overwhelmed. Holly, you're getting a lot of really cool responses.
Yes, I'm loving them. I'm loving them. Okay, are you guys ready for this? So, majority of us, I'm surprised I didn't hear this, so I love it. So, majority of us just reach out and grab our phones, right? And
Right
go into
here.
like, my phone,
Well, it's my alarm clock.
right? Yes, a lot of people use it for alarm clock. Okay, so we go in our thoughts. So are you open to shift that in exchange for more energy? Do you guys want more energy, enhanced mood, manage stress better, improve your decision making, and a stronger sense of self-discipline, and provide clarity, which collectively contributes to more productive and fulfilling day? So it takes practice to start out your morning the way you want. So now practice to shift from grabbing your phone if you do, or just grabbing coffee before anything else, or a lot of the stuff you put in the chat. They're amazing. But are you open to shifting to planning?
100%.
Okay, so planting your feet on the floor and expressing your gratitude as your first thing you do. So you got another day, another chance, another opportunity, and start from there. Because first of all, about the phone that most of us grab, I'm guilty of that myself. So I do say that, and it took a lot of practice not doing that. And sometimes I do catch myself doing that. So our phone is a tool, but it can easily be a distraction. It's a distraction device right here, this beautiful phone. And it takes us away from our self-care.
It's hard. And so what if our phone is like our alarm? It's for me, it's my alarm clock. I have my alarm clock. I have it set for all kinds of times during the day, but first thing in the morning, it's ringing, it's going off. What should I do then? What do I do?
Yeah. The first thing that has worked for me, and we're all different, the first thing that has worked for me is I put it onto airplane mode, and it's like a do not disturb mode. It has that on the phone. And that really helps. And just like tell yourself, practice that I'm not getting to the phone, like one thing at a time, like the first thing until I ground myself, until, that one thing. And eventually it'll become easier and easier, but leave it on airplane mode if you want to put it there and cover it, also cover it because
Yeah,
it does light up. Yes.
it does light up and it plays a song or whatever you choose it to do, but like let that maybe choose a song that's like make it a great day, what set your intention. Maybe there's a song or you can record something that it says that. I like Sylvia said that too. Morning sun salutations wakes up
Yes.
me my body fully. Yes, I think that's there's
Thank
a
you.
there's a way to get around it, right?
Yeah,
We just
there's
have to be smarter than
anyway.
the phone.
Yes. You gotta see what works for you. As long as you just don't go on it and scroll. That's my main point. But yes.
Perfect. So I want to kind of shift into something else, and we haven't talked about it yet, but I want to know what is intuitive movement? What does that mean? And why do I need to know what it means? What is it? Tell me more.
Thank you. So intuitive movement is about listening to your body's needs and responding with movement that feels good and nourishing. Could be anything from dancing to your favorite song, taking a brisk walk outside in, if there's sun, let the sun hit you, nurture, practicing. I even say ballet, because with ballet, there's so many skill set that works with the mind, the posture, the body. It's an amazing exercise, ballet or any sport that brings you joy. The key is move in a way that brings you joy and vitality. And for me personally is I don't sit. I mean, this is a photo, as everyone knows that knows me. It's not a chair. I like standing because movement is the key for me. And sometimes I have a board under me, or I stretch, or I do squats. So it's really important to move. So movement is the key. But intuitively, what works for you, some people like go to the gym and really burn themselves out, and then you stress out your adrenals, which that's another topic for another day. But it's the key is do what feels right to you and not to
What you're
look.
capable of. Yeah,
Yeah,
just do it.
but
Because sometimes we think about, well, how much do I have in the day and all these things. Just don't miss the time, right? That's the bottom line. Don't miss taking the time to do something.
right.
Stretch, just do whatever it is. But if it's 2 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if some days you can only do it 2 minutes and do it 2 minutes, some days you can only do it 10 minutes, whatever it is that works for you. Absolutely. So we've talked about journals a lot tonight. So what are some journaling prompts that we can use for, things like self-reflection that help us tap into what our bodies are saying it needs, our inner wisdom? What are some things prompts that we can use?
You hit one of my life-changing subject. It has made a huge impact in my life, journaling, and I'll share a story about that. But before I say that, journaling prompts to self-reflection, right? It could include questions like, what am I grateful for today? What lessons did I learn from the challenges I faced? Or how can I align my daily actions with my core values? See, these prompts encourage you to look inward and discover insights about your personal journey. So I'm going to share you my story about this. So when I was going through physical abuse marriage, it was in my 20s. I'm 54 right now. So I would go into my closet. I had a nice big closet, so I had space, and I would sit there and write down, visualize, and feel exactly what I wanted to create. There's something about having actual pen to paper instead of typing or electronics. It's that feeling. It gives you more in touch with your soul. And so that was my best friend, having a tangible paper and pen to express, like, to the T what I want to create. And so I would close my eyes, actually feeling everything as it has already happened. Like I'm there experiencing and even feeling the temperature. What does it feel like? Well, after doing that in 2008, I got exactly what I wanted, met my soulmate, my king, because I didn't give up visualizing and feeling what I wanted to create. I was consistent in my journaling and feeling and asking, no matter how long it took. I didn't give up. I was consistent and persistent. So I ended up marrying my soulmate, my king, in 2010. I'm sharing this because you guys can do this. This is not about me. It's about you knowing you can create anything you want. This can be applied to anything you want to create. You just need to get out of your head and get in your heart and know it and feel it that you can. This can get really deep. The subconscious mind is more powerful than you know it. Even for a second, when you drift off to a thought, it will get in the way of you creating what you want to create. So this is so important. And I'm so passionate about this, to surround yourself with what you want to create in your life, in your universe. After all, this is the matrix and you are the master creator.
Yeah, it is the Matrix. That's so true. I love that you put that in there. I think that's so true. All right. I hope everybody's got a journal. I want to take a minute to kind of practice. You gave us some prompts. I want to can I go over those really quickly? Because you said some of the prompts were, and tell me if I'm missing anything. What am I grateful for? What did I learn today? So this would be like at the end of the day, what am I great? What was I grateful for? What will I, tomorrow if we wake up in the morning, what am I grateful for as part of my morning routine? What did I learn? What challenges did I face and what did I learn from them? What was the last one?
What are you?
I
Okay.
think it was like
What am
aligning.
I grateful for today? What lessons did I learn from the challenges I faced? And how can I align my daily actions with my core values?
Tell me about that one. Because that one, like, what can I do how do I do what are daily actions that I can take? Is that intentions? Is that things I'm thinking about so I can focus my mind on those things? Is that what you're meaning by that?
It's whatever, because each one of us have different needs and wants. So it is whatever that is for you, not what someone else told you. It's exactly what you want. If no one wasn't, let's say, if no one was telling you anything and it was just you and you on an island,
I
the
love
famous
islands.
that we always said we hear. So it's only you. What are the 5 things that you want to create? And I say this because there's John Maxwell, if some of you have heard, is the importance of the daily fives. So whatever is important for you, you would write that down, and those would be your core values, what you want to create. And then every day by journaling on this or saying it, I'll share what I would do. I write them down. Okay, this is what I do. I write them down and I say them out loud in the morning and before bed. And when I say that, I also make sure that it's next to me when I go to bed because it works on the subconscious mind. And even if you don't make any action towards them, the point is being consistent and persistent on holidays, on birthdays, no matter whatever day it is, no excuse, every day. The whole point is doing it every day. Even if you put 2 minutes a day accomplishing these, it makes a massive impact in the long run. The
Okay.
point of doing them. So that is, yes.
Well, I know Sylvia's like, well, tell me what I can take. Please tell me all the things. So let's get them started. How can they give them some things to start with, some tips to where do I begin?
Okay. So start with an easy word. Okay. Like begin with writing down one word that describes your day or how you're feeling. This can be a springboard for future thoughts. Just whatever pops in your head, just write it out and use bullet points, jot down and instead of writing a full sentence, jot down bullet points, list things you're grateful for, accomplishments, or even things you found challenging, things that just pop in your head, or visualize something. You know how you create a vision board and you cut out pictures and put them on to a board or something? So whatever that comes into your head, into your being, just let it come out and just put them down. Just put whatever comes to your mind. Start from there.
That's a really good place to start. I mean, that's I see people are like putting things in, like maybe things that they want to do, something that they want to achieve. I think if we're focusing on those things every single day, we see it happening. I just was listening to somebody and they were talking about something similar to this, and they're like, if you say I want to get a red car, then everywhere you look, you see red cars. And it's
Exactly,
really,
exactly.
yeah, something simple like that. And I love the use of bullet points because I think that's important. Because sometimes when we get a journal and we've seen people where they'll be like, Oh, today I had such a beautiful day. I learned all of these things and it was so lovely. And they write all these things down, and I don't write like that, nor do I usually talk this way. So I just want to put something on the paper, and I don't need it to make, I don't need a Nobel Prize for it, right? So, like, I don't need a Pulitzer. I want to just bullet points, write one word and then write another word, and they don't have to make a sentence. That's so
Right.
big for me.
And there's one other thing that I want to say also. Another thing that has worked for me is being in the right environment, setting up your place that is inviting. It feels warm, comfy. It's like having a plant, nice view of flowers, sound of water elements, fountains, imperfect elements of nature, because we are nature, right? Why does everyone love being in nature? Because we are part of nature. So even a nice scent, roses are known to have a very high vibration. Or here are some other stuff, herbal teas, if you guys love herbal tea or your favorite beverage, and make sure you're like in a comfy outfit, in a relaxed atmosphere, environment, because that really sets the space, once you're calm and relaxed. And also binaural beats. That also is the type of music that calms the mind and allows
What is
creativity.
it?
Binaural. I have a hard time saying
Okay.
binaural beats. So
Wow.
yeah, it's a music that calms the mind. It works with the mind and allows creativity to flow. So that is very profound. I learned that from one of my coaches in the holistic
I
realm.
didn't know that. That's super
Yeah,
cool.
it's amazing for the brain on that level. So that is what I gotta say. And let me see if I left out anything. Oh, one other thing is make sure you on your phone, there's a do not disturb. Make sure you value yourself and block out that time no matter what. Do not look at the phone because you deserve to have time for you. And when you allow the distractions to be away, things will flow, automatically will come, even if it's drawing, doodle, whatever it is.
Love the doodle.
Yeah, just do that and just let it flow. When you allow that flow, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. So don't give up on yourself. Don't criticize and say, oh, nothing's coming. It's like writers get blocked, so it's like out of the head and into the heart. It's easily said. It takes practice. Just love, love, love yourself and know that it's gonna come to you.
Yeah. So,
I'm here to
okay.
support you.
You got
Yeah.
to
So
give us your secret sauce. I want to know, what's the strategy that you do? It's like every morning and every evening. What is it? What is it that you're doing?
sure.
Because we're gonna take some of that. I want to write that down too.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay. So I shared earlier about John Maxwell with my twist on it. So I write down the 5 things I want to achieve. I get up reading them out loud, and before bed, I read them out loud and put it under my pillow. I don't use a pillow, so I put it next to me.
You
A
don't
matter
use a pillow?
No, I don't use a pillow. I know, I know. Well, that's because I got trained like that because my mom was like that. And she would say, pillow wrinkles you. So that went into my subconscious and I never used the pillow. But I do cheat sometimes. I do use a pillow, but not always. Yes.
Okay.
So that's better. Yeah. So because it's like on and off with the pillow, I make sure I have that, like, I have a little table next to my bed. I'm sure most of us probably do. So I put it there. I make sure that it's close by because if it's next to me, it'll get all scrambled because I do move. Or end up on the floor, then I can forget about it. So make sure you put it somewhere that it'll be there every day. So I do that, and the point, as I said, it's being consistent and persistent, even if it's birthdays, anniversaries, no excuse. That every day, okay? Then it becomes like a habit, like brushing your teeth. So for example, let's say it's read, is to write, okay? Read, write, walk, business, let's say connect to 5 people, and let's say the 5th one is be of service. So just doing, as I said, a little bit in each one. You don't have to have a full like an hour or something. Just do a little. Just say, oh, I'm going to read 5 minutes. The point is doing it consistently. And each day you can increase it till you reach and you're satisfied. This is about you. So it doesn't matter what others think. So what is it that you want to accomplish? What moves the needle for you? So it's all about you. Just remember, this is all about you. And so those things, I hope that helps. Does that help, or do you want more?
No, I think that was huge. So we're gonna do 5 things that we want to focus on. We're gonna say it out loud at night. We're gonna say it out loud in the morning, and we're gonna think about it during the day. And we're also gonna put it under our non-existent pillow if that's the way we sleep, or we will put it under our pillow. I want to move quickly. I think this is I love that that's such a focus. I want to move quickly because I know I'm watching time. And I don't want to miss because we've got some really, really important things to talk about. We want to talk about a little bit about nutrition and hydration. So, how can nutrition be intuitive? What are some things that we need for, better nutrition?
Thank you. So we're all different, and not everybody, everything works for all of us. So even the best of the best. Believe me, I personal experience about nutrition. So intuitive nutrition involves eating based on your body's signals and nutritional needs rather than strict diets, keto, paleo, carnivore, and so forth. I have done it. I vegan, vegetarian, raw, you name it, I've done. And a lot of people are for raw, but actually, for me, it messed me up and I'm totally against it. But if I do choose a good source, my meat as see, it's life, life eats life. And I used to not be a vegetarian and vegan because my heart goes out to that, but it didn't work for me. And I even did the best of the best. When you do get meat, make sure it is grass-fed, pasture, raised and organic, and you know the source and the feeling of the animal, because we're all frequency, and that feeling, it's so important. So by turning into your body's cues and choosing foods that nourish you, it's also helpful to be mindful of how different foods make you feel physically and emotionally. And as I said, where the food came from, the soil, the environment, and so forth, because that is so important. And you need to be fully present with the food that you're eating, not in a rush, or all the emotions goes into the food you're eating. It might sound crazy and it may be deep, but we are all frequencies. So how
Yeah.
many,
I mean,
and
I've
there's so
tried
many.
that. I've been starving for I was like, and I didn't understand. I know I totally relate to what you're saying. And I've tried a lot of those different things and they didn't work. I was vegan for 3 years and I've never done raw. I couldn't do it. But I think, getting like a CSA, which is a community supported agriculture, will help you find local, like you can work with a farmer and you're getting like the nutrition, the organic food that you need in your body. And I know a lot of people have tried a lot of different ways. Do you have anyone that's like tried something that worked really well for them?
Yes, I'm gonna share about the client of mine, but also knowing your farmer too. Like when I go to
Mm-hmm.
let's say I know the farmer, I ask, how long has the soil been organic? What do you treat it? Or if you get eggs, what are the chickens eating? And are they happy? And one farmer actually showed a picture of their happy chickies running around. It was so adorable. So it's like, it's really important because that energy goes into believing it or not. So the food is a major thing. And I'll share about a friend of mine who was also a client, kept getting bloated. Okay. And she was eating healthy, she was athletic, and she didn't know why she was still getting bloated. So everything was actually top quality, organic, and fresh. So basically, foods, I'm going to share about this because this is very important, and some of you might have not heard about it. Foods that are high lectins, which makes it difficult to digest because we don't have the enzymes for it. And lectins are proteins like gluten. In fact, gluten is a lectin. I didn't know that even myself. I kept getting bloated. Tomatoes, eggplant, peas, beans, a lot of stuff have lectins. And I'll give you a tip to use pressure cooker. It reduces a lot of the lectins, and you will see how much better you will feel. And that took for me a long time to discover about that. So I'm,
I didn't
yeah,
even know that about I can't I know that I don't do well with gluten, but I didn't know I didn't understand lectins. I had never thought of that.
yeah.
That like that's huge for me. I had no idea.
And also, you see people going in Italy eating pasta and everything, and they're perfectly fine because it's the way we treat our soil, glyphosates, and all of that. It's different. So you could eat gluten in Italy. People who even have celiac, I know for a fact, I know people with celiac that they go to Italy, have pastas without any issues, but they end up in the hospital here. So there's a
Yeah,
big on that. And you know
100%.
me, yeah, and you know me as a researcher, I had to try as well too. So I tried I tried something that's made in Italy and I had no issues, but if I don't, I eat something else, I have symptoms. And it's my body is so used to being healthy. So if I put something else in there, it reacts, like literally reacts severely. So yes.
Okay, I want to keep moving forward because I've got about 4 minutes left. A little bit about like what are some evening routines that we can do to end the day because we've talked about our mornings and what things that we should do and how we're going to eat better and look at our food differently. What are some things to end our day with to make it a better routine for ourselves?
Thank you so much. So the evening routines that prompt relaxation and gratitude are ideal for ending your day. It's so important. So consider practices such as turning all the lights. Uh, okay, so turning off all the lights, electronics, an hour before bed. And this is a cute idea that I got from a friend of mine. A lantern, or candles all over. Uh, because it uses dimmer light. So before bed, it gives such a soothing, relaxing idea to calm the mind, go into the state of relaxation before bed. That's a lot of us are on our devices. Read something soothing and positive before bed and to unwind, reducing the exposure to blue light. That's why you want to get off of electromagnetic. And actually, because it does disturb our sleep pattern. And I also want to share that there are these these that cover.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it relaxes your eyes. Even this, but some people don't want to do this. There are actually, I think we have our friend Sister Harumi that's here. She has something that internally will take care of blue lights and a lot of stuff for the eyes. So there are ways that it does reduce. You can reduce that and help it. So yes, but it's really crucial. It's really crucial. It does make a huge difference.
And you have something that you're gonna share later. Before we go, we'll share all about an evening routine, right? You have a whole checklist for an evening
Oh yes,
routine and a
yes.
morning routine. So we're gonna get that out to everybody. I still have time. I want to talk. Here's one of the things that I suffer a lot from, and it's something that is harder for me, and I just have to remind myself, and it's hydration. Like like I'm right now, I feel like, oh, I'm a little dehydrated. And if I'm thinking that, I'm probably already dehydrated.
Yes. So staying hydrated is more than just quenching thirst. It's about nourishing every cell in our body because water is essential. I think we're like 70% water. So it's essential for our cells to function properly. It helps with digestion, absorbing circulation, maintaining body's temperature. And it's also the key role in flushing out the toxins and supporting a healthier skin if you want that skin glowing. And so it's really important. So a simple rule of thumb is to aim for about 8 glasses of water a day. But remember, you need your needs may vary based on your activity, the level of the climate, individual health. An easy way to do that is divide your body weight in pounds and then by 2. And so you divide your body weight in pounds by 2 and drink that in ounces. So every cup is 8 ounces. So listen to your body and let's
Raise a glass. That's right. I got to drink more too.
cheers. Let's take
Happy, vibrant, healthy life. Yes. Mm, perfect.
and so important to drink it in a cup that you enjoy. That brings you joy, makes you enjoy your water much more. Yes. So
I love
so
it. Get us a little bit. Let's bring us all home because I know we're almost out of time. I want to respect everyone that stayed with us for so long. What are some like we're gonna bring all these things together.
okay. So
We have a great day. Go ahead.
So let's imagine and feel waking up each day feeling rejuvenated with a clear plan for your health and longevity goals. My Healthspan package is designed to guide you through a personalized journey towards optimal wellness. You'll gain access to exclusive resources, one-on-one support, and a community of like-minded individuals, all striving for a vibrant, fulfilling life. Together, we'll unlock your full potential, helping you to not only reach but exceed your health aspiration. Say yes to a life where every day is an opportunity to flourish and thrive. Are you ready to take the first step towards a future filled with energy, clarity, and joy? Let's live longer, live stronger, live without limits, and experience health on your terms.
I love it. I love it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I want to show some of these things that Hallie's got going on. I'm going to put her gift in the chat. We want to take your questions for sure. If you have questions, and I don't know why my screen is not loading everything I want it to. Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit. If you're interested in working with Haleh, she's got all kinds of stuff, an unparalleled pinnacle program that gives you the amazing level of support and personalized guidance. She'll help you with enhance your health span and improve longevity. These are things that she's talked about. You get 4 hours of one-on-one coaching per month. You get the initial health span assessment, FaceTime and Zoom shopping. Girl, listen, I would like to take you shopping with me as much as possible so that you can tell me, because there are so many things on the shelves that I don't even know how to handle. So I love that you're going to help me figure out what it is I'm buying exactly, and all kinds of in-depth stuff. We got all these things. I want you guys to take a chance to look through this. Ongoing and intensive personalized guidance available for text and call support. There's so much stuff packed in this, Haleh. Emotional and psychological support if needed, weekly accountability, check-ins and progress. Only it, and I know you charge $3,500 for this, but you're doing a special, right? You're doing a special for people. You got two specials. First of all, you're taking $1,000 off the price. Is that right?
That
Awesome.
is correct. Yes.
So for the next week, you get $1,000 deal. So it's only $2,500. And the first 5 people get your award-winning best-selling book. You Are the Universe, the Master Creator. Amazing, amazing deals. Here's different ways you can reach out with Haleh. I put her link in the chat. Please, please, please take advantage of that so that you can get a free consultation. Everybody's going to get a 30-minute free consultation if you work with Haleh. If you want to work with Elle, I'm going to put her links in the chat as well. Make sure that you're checking in.